final moments really of the trade period. So the Swans get Charlie Curnow as well, along with picks 31 and 42 this year, and Carlton's second round pick in 2027. And Carlton get Will Hayward, Sydney's first rounder this year, Sydney's first rounder next year, and Sydney's first rounder in 2027. So that is a big result for the Blues, and a big result when it comes to Essendon and Hawthorn. Zach Merritt staying at the Bombers. Charlie Curnow finds himself a Swan, but it came at a big cost for them.
It certainly did. Wow, that's very much Sydney going all in right now, isn't it, Ralphie?
So it's effectively, it's 3 first-round picks and Will Hayward as well, and also Ollie Florent for the future third rounder, which you can throw in there. So Carlton, Sydney do have to receive back pick 31 and 42. If you do the points there, you probably say that one of those first rounders is only a slide. But it does give Carlton such an amazing arsenal, not only to secure Harry Dean and Jack Eisen and also Tyson Stengel, who are father-son and academy picks this year, but also Cody Walker next year. We know it's a year in which there'll be bidding changes, and so you might almost need 2 first-rounders to secure him as a top 2 pick. So if you're Carlton, you have the now in the players they've brought in, and you also have the future in the shining light upon the hill that is Cody Walker and Harry Dean, who should play 20 games next year. So it's not Curnow, but it's a pretty damn fine deal.
It will be interesting to see what Carlton do with the picks, because they've now got picks 9 and 11. Is that going at the moment?
Yep.
But if the bid for the Peter Dean's boy comes before that, they don't want to soak up those picks in using, if he goes at pick 7, 6, 7 or 8. So I wouldn't be surprised, and you can still trade picks up until the national draft. I wouldn't be surprised if Carlton have a bit of a plan with another club, that if Harry Dean gets bid on before their pick, that they might trade one of them out into a future year and still be able to get Dean using other points, because you don't want to soak up those early picks on a father-son.
It's a big reset.
Yeah.
It's a big reset now. So Carlton fans, you're starting again, really. Not absolute ground zero, but no one wants to go to ground zero anymore. But that to me is just signals that, OK, they got 5 top 30 picks in the last 5 years. There's trauma coming. They're trying to get ahead of it now with trading Charlie Curnow, and I think this has got Graham Wright's fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, their team will look completely different next season. So you see the 5 names on the left that will, 4 of them will probably play. Reedy will still be the backup, you would think, behind Pitnet. Jagger Smith will come into the team as well. There's another one. And then, of course, a couple of high-end draft picks that they'll expect to get this year. So they could have
kickers, Joey.
6.
They've got kickers, haven't they? They've got some skill there on the left.
They've got some more skill, more talent. For me, they're still probably depth players. I don't know if it's really going to change the fortunes of the Blues too much, those type of players. But it certainly adds a bit of depth and a bit of running kicking, which they've needed.
Talk to me about Will Hayward. So an outstanding year last year that saw that $800,000 a year offer from Carlton. In the end, he stayed. Now he will... in fact, get to Carlton, potentially on an enhanced deal. So 29-10 in 21 games this year in a team that was crying out for forward presence. Now, that looks OK, but let's face it, he'll never have more opportunity. It's effectively 2 scoring shots a game. There will be times where the butchers of Lygon Street will be kicking to him, and he's going to have some tough days out there.
Yeah, for me, look, Ainsworth and Hayward are depth players. I don't think they are, as good as maybe their reputations say, because you can look at the numbers there for this season. So Hayward averaged 11 disposals and just over, nearly a goal and a half a game. But so did Ainsworth, so did Zach Williams and Francis Evans averaged similar numbers. So I think they've added some depth with Ainsworth and Hayward. Hayward's played 9 seasons. He's only kicked 30 goals in a year twice. In 9 years, never finished top 10 in a best and fairest. Florent will add some kicking off half-back. Ainsworth, again, is a nice player. So that's why I'm not overly, optimistic about what the Blues can do with those players, but I think Kingy just gives them a bit of depth and a different look to the team that they've had in recent years.
I think it puts a real challenge now to Michael Voss to make this work. I mean, you're losing a gun to get some bits and pieces. OK, there's some future picks coming in there, and they're terrific, but they're not going to solve the problems of tomorrow. That's for down the path. So, big challenge now for Michael Voss to make this work. And he doesn't necessarily have to win a flag with this group or make a prelim, but he's just got to show that he can get involved in the ball movement game and he can play modern football that will take them there eventually.
All right, we're going to whiz through some of the teams that perhaps weren't as active during the trade period, but we still need to have a look at what they